Shoreham Harbour in the morning. It's about 6:10. We're going to go through the lock, which is just over there, at 7 o'clock. Absolutely wonderful morning, beautiful. Look, there's not a cloud in the sky. We've got what we think is going to be a spinnaker run back to the Solent from here. Light breezes, force 3, maybe 4 in the morning or in the first part of the journey, and then maybe by dinner time it's dropped down to force 3. So we hopefully will have enough to put the kite up. Maybe we'll have the main up as well, and we'll be going that way. Shoreham Harbour radio, Shoreham Harbour radio. This is Yacht Confidence. Confidence, over.
Confidence, Shoreham.
Shoreham Confidence, we're at Lady B. We'd like to lock out on the 7 o'clock if that's possible, over.
Yeah, no problem. Got a couple of fishing boats in there as well, so get them in first, and then you can come in and lay alongside one of them.
Well, that's all received. Well, that was Shoreham. That was good. I'm glad we did that. And now we're off west to the Solent. How are we doing, crew?
Doing great. We're sailing.
In the sunshine.
Yes.
So today's butties are just plain pork sausage in brioche rolls. Weight at the back, we should let it come down, so as long as it don't get tangled up on the way. Butty Score, Butty Score, Butty Score, Butty Score. Well, if I'm honest, the brioche was a bit sweet.
It is, yeah.
So I think I'd give that a 7 out of 10.
I've eaten an awful lot worse in very expensive cafes in Brighton, so thumbs up.
And if you'd like to explain your reason for not eating sausage sandwiches this morning, young man.
Oh my God. Full of regrets.
So despite best efforts to sail it with the spinnaker, the wind beat us and there wasn't enough of it. So we've dropped the spinnaker, dropped the main, had a bit of breakfast, and we are under motor. Trying to get to Eastborough Head is our next point. Approaching the west end of the Looe Channel now, off Selsey Bill. That's the Street Boy, and that one's the Boulder. So we decided we're going to go into anchor at Whitecliff Bay, and we're just approaching the Bembridge Ledge right now. So decision's been made to go into Bembridge for the evening, and we arrived at the St Helens tide gauge and there wasn't enough water, so we are currently adrift, just waiting for the tide to come up to the right level so that we can make our weary way into Bembridge. Sometimes the best plans don't work, and it's important to be able to change your plan quickly and effectively to remain in control as circumstances change.
It's quite short, this one.
Approaching a berth when both tide and a gusting breeze are taking the boat away from the dock is always going to be tricky. The approach has to be quicker than normal to maintain good steerage, and in this case the very short pontoons at Bembridge reduce your available stopping distance.
So it might be, Alex, that if you can check the way. Don't jump, I'll get it right in this next one. That's that crosswind I was saying about.
It's easy to look at the video and think we could have given ourselves more room before the turn, but in Bembridge the channel's very narrow, and I kept the turn tight to avoid running aground on the sandbar behind me.
No, I can't get it on. No, don't worry about it. I'll tell you what, let's just go on to that side. Crosswind's too stiff, so...
On this occasion it was not to be, and confidence was blown off before the crew could safely step down onto the pontoon. We tried again, but finally chose to drift down onto the next berth. This allowed us time to think, and, crucially in this case, get a crew member off to take the lines from the shore.
Oh, sorry, we're good. It'll be good this time.
We were then able to approach from up tide and wind of the position, and with the midships cleat deployed quickly to avoid the boat moving laterally away from the pontoon, and our shoreman to control the bow area, things were much easier.
And if I can chuck you the stern line now... Okay.
Once we had our lines turned around the cleats, we could use the engine to help the crew pull the boat in the right position.
I'm just going to... now Lynn's got that on, I'll motor out. So just let that go, and what you'll find is the stern line will pull it in.
Then we could shorten and secure all warps and springs before finally letting the boat come to rest.
Just now the engine's holding it, you see.
Of course, with the benefit of hindsight, the correct thing to do would have been to go to the end of the pontoon and turn the boat there. It's also worth adding that the Bembridge Marina team had offered to take our lines, but with 3 crew aboard, I turned down their offer, thinking we'd manage without. And after a wonderful day's sailing, we're off to the pub. Woohoo!